Filmmaker and author Justine Bateman, who lives in Hollywood Hills, joins me now. How are you feeling right now, Justine?
Hi. I'm pretty pissed, and I think a lot of people in Los Angeles are pissed. You know, if you are going to run a city or run a state, you have to take care of the basics, and that's make sure that your fire and your police department are well funded. Make sure that you have, not only you have plans if there are emergencies in your area, you've rehearsed them, but also you have plans to mitigate the problems that you know are going to happen in that area. And for us, it's fire, earthquake, rain, and consequent mudslides. And if you're not doing everything you can to take care of those problems if they arise, then get out. You are useless to us. All those other things, all the other programs like Head Start and all of that, that's great for the community, that's after. If you can't cover the basics, get out of our city. You are useless to us. You are a liability, and you have destroyed people's lives because you didn't do your job. You didn't do what you were hired for. You didn't do what we pay you for, and you should resign out of shame and responsibility for the people whose lives you've destroyed right now.
They won't resign at all. They don't have the dignity or the honor to do that. Why do you think that they don't do the basics? Do they just not do their job? Are they distracted with other things? Are they incompetent? What do you think it is?
I think when you're this incompetent, you don't understand you're incompetent.
Yeah, so good. It's true. Usually other people do things for you. You've gotten to this position, you fly to Africa, or you have your aviators on and you look good on camera, and you just can't execute, and you think this just always happens in California. Is this what people think? You know, fires happen, mudslides happen, it's always like this?
No, this isn't. Look, we had incredibly unusual winds. If you know that's coming, you make sure that you are prepared for what might occur. And they weren't. Yes, it was extraordinary circumstances. But here's what I really hope all voters do. Stop looking for the R and the D next to these names. Just stop it. You need to look at the person. Do you think this person can do the job? Because unfortunately in California, we have been looking at Ds, and we have voted in people who are not competent to handle these things. We're going to have the Olympics in here?
Yeah.
How?
Oh my God.
How are we going to have the Olympics in Los Angeles? And you know what? If people want something to pray for, here's what you pray for. Pray that we don't have an earthquake in Los Angeles while these two people, Newsom and Bass, are in charge. Pray that we don't have an earthquake, because they will not be able to handle that.
I mean, there's no evacuation plan. That is very clear. Is this fire and the inability to mitigate it or even put it out, is this going to change how people vote?
It might. I mean, like I said, look, if somebody's competent and they've shown their competence and they have a D next to their name, fine, vote for them. If they have an R next to their name, who cares? Like, vote for them. Vote for somebody you think can do this job. I mean, you checking whether or not there's an R and a D next to the name of the plumber you're going to hire, or your housekeeper, or somebody to fix your car? No. You're looking at their ratings. You're asking other people who have, had experience with them. Do they do a good job? Please do that with the politicians, please, or you see the results of it.
All right, well, we're counting down until the Olympics. It looks like that's 4 years away. Maybe it's not enough time. Maybe it is. Hopefully we can all get it together out there and put on a wonderful display of competition, because if we don't, that'll be a shame, because we deserve better. Justine, great to talk to you. I hope everybody
nice to see you
is getting all their things home safely and finding a place to sleep tonight. Moments ago, we showed you this California mom getting right in Newsom's grill. And here she is. Rachel Darvish joins Primetime. Rachel, did it seem like he was telling the truth when he said he was on the phone with President Biden?
Just so you don't believe the governor? I believed him. So here's the thing.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I really want to believe him.
Sure.
I really want to. And there was no cell phone reception in certain areas, okay? But that's a big problem in and of itself. Why doesn't he have a satellite truck with a cell phone? But I drove around with reporters. I'm in a satellite truck. I can talk to you. So the fact that he couldn't get cell reception was really, really first string, not first string. So that was interesting. I did see the call log. I did see that that wasn't the first number on there, but I do know he was trying. So I did see that he was trying.
Do you think he's handled
the White
this
House on
well so far? Or, I mean, I can't imagine how people are feeling out there.
I mean, I have no regard for smelt. I love sushi, but I have no regard for smelt whatsoever. But apparently the governor does. So we have different tastes in that regard in the first place. But that leads to, what he cares about. And you put me after Justine Bateman? Man, she took the words right out of my mouth. Beautiful. Why do you care? Why do you care at all who it is? Let's pick the good people. That's the first important thing. Governor, can you just clean this up and fix it and move on at least? That's what I would like to see. But will that happen? I don't know. These guys are entrenched in what they do. And I think I agree with Justine. It's time for something new. It doesn't have to be an R. It doesn't have to be a D. Why can't it be someone that knows what they're doing, that knows how to plan? Ask a mom. That's all we do. That's all we do.
You take any mom in California, put them in the governor's mansion, they'd probably do a better job than Gavin Newsom.
I'm going to say that, and I'll stick with that statement. I really do believe if you see what these moms have to put up with and the pre-planning, and I'm pretty sure Pacific Palisades was on their radar. I mean, we've had fires there historically. And on New Year's Eve, I got another notification telling me about a fire at 1 a.m. that luckily was put out. So that one was put out, but I was ready to leave at that point. So I'm used to these. I'm used to getting these notifications and whatever, and you work with them. But this last one was so odd to not see a single fire truck, to not see a single person come up to me from an official position to come up to me and say, "Here, we're here to help you. You got to leave." I walked out of my house after I got a notification of a fire, and I packed up and left because the fire was right there. On my way down, I didn't see a single fire truck coming to help me.
Wow.
I did not see a single, but that's not their fault, Jesse. It's not their fault. The orders come from the top. You know that.
No,
Justine said that. So when the bucks, starts and stops with these guys.
You're right. We're not here to bash the fire department. They're doing the best they can. It's the leadership, and that needs to change, and it needs to change fast, or else we're all going to burn alive because these things are out of control. Thank you very much, Rachel. Good to talk to you. I wish more people got in these politicians' faces. Maybe.